And the Indian Sports Network is on the air. Good afternoon, everyone. This is Kenny Masterson coming to you live from Valley Park High School, where we're about to see a high school varsity softball game. And this is not just any game, this is for the championship of the district. And we have Valley Park Hawks versus the Ellsbury Lady Indians. And these two teams have never met before, and I should say the winner of this game is going to go on. It'll be the district champions, but they're going to go on and play in the sectionals in the state tournament. And that first game will be Wednesday night at, well, I'm not sure what time, and I'm not sure where it is, but hopefully we will be there. Once again, your Ellsbury Lady Indians are 10-7 on the season. They're seeded number 1 in this tournament, and Valley Park is seeded number 2. They're 13-9-1. Not really sure how you come up with a tie in softball, but they managed to do it. All right, a couple hours ago, I caught up with the coaches and did a quick little interview, and I'm going to play that for you right now. And I caught up with the head coach Levi and assistant coach Carrie before the game here, and gonna ask them a couple of questions and give them a chance to say something. So first of all, congratulations on being here today, playing for district championship.
Thank you.
How special is it to be here today?
It's always a special moment. Games like this have a different type of feel and a different type of buzz and energy around them, and I'm sure you'll see a lot of that in the fans, especially in our girls today.
All right. If anybody's been hearing me talk this year, which you probably have, everybody hears me talk. The girls right now have a 10-7 record on the season. Personally, I feel like their skill level is above 10-7. There's just like any other sport, there's been times that they've made some mistakes and everything, and it's cost them. But I feel like their skill level is above that. What do you guys think as coaches?
I absolutely agree. We've had our moments throughout the course of the year where we haven't necessarily played to our expectations. We've played down to the levels of our competition. We've been harping and preaching upon them all year that we don't play to our opponents, we play our ball. We play what we do and do it well for full 7 innings, and they've started to really buy into that. And I mean, that's the reason why we are here today.
Did you do any different preparation for today's game? I mean, you only had 1 day to prepare for it. Well, I guess 2 days. So,
no,
is there anything different?
No, nothing really changes. Routine is everything. You know, we try not to put a certain stigma on this game and add any more pressure than they already feel. That's unneeded and unwarranted. We told them yesterday it's just another ball game. We got to go out and do the little things right, keep it consistent, and we'll hopefully be crowned champions at the end of this if we do that.
All right, and one of the things I wanted to mention was for next year, considering there's no seniors on the team to be losing, you've got juniors, sophomores, and freshmen right now. And again, I like the skill level of this team. So I'd like for you to address that if you could. Just what are you expecting for next year?
I expect more of the same for next year. I think depending on what happens today, we should be able to go farther. We'll have a year under our belt in the new system, in my system, and if I can get some of the more talented girls working harder throughout the summer and into the fall of next year, I think we can be definitely a Final Four team, but we have to buy into that.
All right. Anything else anybody want to add?
I'm good. Thank you.
All right. That was head coach Levi and assistant coach Carrie. Carrie didn't say anything, but she gave full support to what Coach Levi was saying. So anyway, let's get back to the regular broadcast. Okay, we are back to live again, and one of the things that I also wanted to mention before this game starts, I'm really not sure what time this game is going to start. I heard 3:45, I've heard 3:30, I've heard 3:45 again, I've heard 3:30, and everybody's taking all their warm-ups and their time on the field, and the umpires are out into the grass in right field right now, and it's 3:31. So I don't know what's going on. They have not announced any of the starting lineups or anything. So when this game starts, I'll start. But anyway, these two teams have never met before. At least, I guess, since computers have been around, because they don't have any records of them. But Ellsbury got to this position. There's only 4 teams in this district. So the way it worked out, there was just those 2 games, and now 1 game for the championship. But Wednesday night, hopefully you were listening in or you were here, and you saw or heard the Lady Indians defeat Brentwood High School by a score of 10-0. And that put them into this game. And Valley Park last night defeated Christian High School by a score of 11-1. And that put them into this game. And just very little did I compare the 2 teams, but on the runs per game over the season, Ellsbury's they've averaged 7.5 runs per game, while the Hawks have, how do I want to say it? Where am I here? I get lost. They've managed to get 9.7 runs per game. The runs against, Ellsbury has allowed an average of 5.4 runs per game against them, and Valley Park has allowed 7.3. And so as you can see now, they're out on the home plate. I'm going to have to adjust this camera just a little bit. Once again, this camera does not go out very wide. I got to look into this before next spring baseball. It doesn't help that, again, we are really close to the home plate here, so we just can't get very far. Just can't get this camera widened out enough. But they are out there exchanging lineups, and I've already got the lineups. So I tell you what, let's just go over them right now. Playing for Valley Park tonight, leading off is going to be number 8, Anita Kraus, the pitcher. Batting second, number 2, Josephine Menley, center field. Batting third, number 5, Michaela Chitticone. I knew I'd mess that up. And she's the shortstop. Batting fourth, number 22, Kaylin McLeod, first base. Batting fifth, number 18, Emily Gary, catcher. Batting sixth, Haley Red. She's number 12, and she is the designated player. Batting seventh, number 17, Charlie Eisenhower, and she plays third base. Batting eighth, number 3, Grace Mosley, right fielder. And batting ninth, number 7, Abigail Scott, left field. Now the starting lineup for your Ellsbury Lady Indians. Leading off, number 9, Tyra Henderson. She's playing shortstop. Batting second, number 13, Emma Flaster, second base. Batting third, number 15, and she's on the mound tonight pitching. I guess it's not a mound, it's a circle. Kylie Kinsler. And batting fourth, number 19, Morgan Jones at first base. Batting fifth, number 12, Bella Mozzie, designated player. Batting sixth, number 3, Peyton Robinson at third base. Batting seventh, number 20, Kelsey Flaster, left field. Batting eighth, number 16, Mackenzie Gladney, catcher. And batting ninth is number 2, Tiny Henderson, center field. And the flex player is Abby Jenkins, and she'll be playing right field tonight. So, before we go any further, let's go ahead, and we got mandatory commercials and public service announcements we have to get in for the game, so let's go ahead and get those going.
Since 1995, Heartland Restoration has specialized in all types of masonry repairs, concrete restoration, above and below grade waterproofing, snow removal, epoxy joint repair or replacement, and all types of floor coatings. Our mission is to serve you with over 35 years of experience, someone you can trust to do the job right the first time. If you have a project, big or small, please give us a call. Heartland Restoration, 314-993-6377.
Everybody knows that high school sports generate suspense, excitement, and drama.
They also generate higher grade point averages, stronger work habits, and greater self-esteem.
Everybody knows that high school sports give us more value for our entertainment dollar.
They also give us leaders committed to strengthening communities right here in Missouri. The true value of playing sports in school can't be measured in wins and losses or dollars and cents. Studies show that participation in sports, along with other extracurricular activities, is one of the best ways to teach leadership, cooperation, accountability, and other invaluable life skills. Don't just stand on the sidelines. Encourage the young people you know to get in the game. When you do, you'll be helping them get ahead in life. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Athletic Administrators Association.
Okay, we are ready to start this district championship game. Kylie Kinsler on the mound, or the circle, or whatever you want to call it out there. I'm going to keep calling it a mound because I'm old-fashioned. First pitch to Anita Kraus is a call strike. Swing and a miss, strike two. No balls, 2 strikes on Anita Kraus. Ball just outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Little dribbler up to first base, right to Morgan Jones, and she picks it up, steps on the bag, and 1 out.
Now batting for the Hawks, number 2, Josie Minley.
Next up, Josephine Menley. She is the center field. Ball hit right to second base, over to Morgan Jones, and 2 quick outs.
For the Hawks, number 5, Michaela Chittacone.
Batting third, Michaela Chittacone. She is the shortstop. The ball hit the shortstop. And even with Tyra's arm, she had to lunge to get that ball. But she threw from her knees, and she got it over, and Michaela just beat out that. So with 2 outs, Valley Park has a runner on. Brings up Kaylin McLeod, first base. Ball outside. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Quick throw down to first, not in time. One ball, 1 strike. Ball hit to shortstop. Quick throw over to first, and she is out. 6-3 put out. So, 1 hit on the first half inning for Valley Park, and 1 runner left on. So at the end of a half an inning, we have no score.
These days, the concept of value matters more than ever. And you'd be hard-pressed to find a better value than high school sports. Extracurricular activities, including sports, make up about 2% of the budget for a typical Missouri high school. In return, participation in sports promotes citizenship and sportsmanship. Sports also instill a sense of community pride and teach lifelong lessons about cooperation and self-discipline. They encourage physical fitness. They produce community leaders. By offering so many benefits to the community for such a small percentage of a school's overall budget, it's easy to see why high school sports are one of the best bargains around. The real cost would come from not having them at all. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
All right, leading off for the Ellsbury Lady Indians is going to be number 9, Tyra Henderson, shortstop. Tyra this year is batting a .404. She's had 52 at-bats, 21 hits. 9 of those have been singles, 6 doubles, 3 triples, and 3 home runs. She's batted in 17. She had quite the night last night. Last night she had 2 RBIs and a triple and a double. One thing I also want to mention is, once again, the Ellsbury crowd is making a good representation. There are several. I think there's more Ellsbury crowd here than there is Valley Park. So first pitch. Foul back, strike 1. High fly ball just at the edge of the infield, and center fielder is over there to get it. So with 1 down, number 13, Emma Flaster, is up. She is second base. There's a call strike. Ball hit to third base. Throw over to first, and she is out. So with 2 outs, it brings up Kylie Kinsler, the pitcher. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Ball 1. Kinsler's batting .364 this year with 55 at bats. She's had 20 hits, 15 of which have been singles. Ball hit into the left side, and it gets past it barely got past the left fielder. Holds Kylie to a single. Brings up number 19, Morgan Jones, first base. She capped off yesterday evening with a 3-run homer, or Wednesday evening. She had a 3-run homer that went out onto Vance Road out there, took the score from 3-0 to 6-0. There's ball 1 to Morgan. Ball 2. Foul ball coming back behind us. 2 balls, 1 strike. Bellamazzi on hard hit ball, but it is foul. Down to third base line. 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Started to say if Morgan can keep it going, then Bellamazzi is on deck. Well, she's on deck even if she doesn't keep it going. 2-2 on Morgan. High fly ball into left field, and she is under it to get it. So 1 runner left on after a hit, and other than that, 4 batters, 3 outs. So at the end of 1 inning, score is 0-0.
Are you familiar with or have you experienced water damage in your business or home? Even if the damage is small, repairs can be very costly, not to mention the unpleasant sight and smell of the damaged area. It's okay, Heartland Restoration is here to help. Give us a chance on your next project. Call 314-993-6377 today.
Ever wonder where your hard-earned money goes when you deposit it? It stays here, at home, to help make living here what we've all come to expect. We've got everything the mega banks do, but we've made a commitment to our community. So when you're looking for the right bank, see People's Bank and Trust, Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Ellsbury, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
All right, we are back. And batting for Valley Park Hawks is number 18, Emily Geary. She is the catcher. No score at the end of 1 inning. There's a high foul ball, and it drops between 3 players. Peyton Robinson was there, Mackenzie Gladney and Kylie Kinsler were all there, and it dropped in between them. So, strike 1. Right now, Kylie Kinsler has an ERA of 2.908 coming into this game. Ball 1. Up until this game, she's faced 330 batters, 988 pitches. Another foul back to the left side. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball 2. 2-2 on the leadoff batter in the 2nd inning. Three and 2, full count. Ball hit right to Tyra Henderson. 1 out. Brings up number 12, Haley Red, designated player. 1 out in the top of the 2nd. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Ball hit to third base, fair ball, throw over to first. Morgan Jones gets it in. Peyton Robinson snatched that up and got it over to Jones. Brings up number 17, Charlie Eisenhower, third base. 2 outs in the top of the second inning, nobody on. Ball hit right back to the pitcher. Kylie gets it over to Morgan. And 1, 2, 3 go the Valley Park Hawks in their half of the second inning. Take a break. No score.
You know, the people pulling the strings are usually hard to reach in today's mega bank world, but here at People's Bank and Trust, you deal with the decision maker. At our community bank, which is what good banking relationships are all about, we all live and work right here. With us, you pull the strings. We're People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Ellsbury, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
Now batting for the Indians, number 12, Bella Monson.
All right. Leading off for the Lady Indians in their half of the second inning is number 12, Bella Mozzie, designated player. Bella is one of the 2 or 3 that bats from the left side on this team. No score so far. Ball 1 outside. Half swing, and they said she went around, so ball 1, ball strike. Ball 1, ball strike. Wow, I need to learn how to talk. Ball 1, strike 1. Hard hit ball to shortstop, and 1 bounce, and over to first base, and Bella Mozzie is out.
Now batting for the Indians, number 13, Peyton Robinson.
And coming up now is number 3, Peyton Robinson, third base. One out in the bottom of the second, no score. Ball 1. Call strike 1. Hard hit ball, but it is foul down the left side. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, nobody on. Once again, another hard hit ball to the left side. Remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball comes skipping in for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody on, 1 out. Ball 3. Okay, full count on Peyton Robinson. Scoreboard out there says 3-2-1-0. And there's ball 4. So a 1-out walk for Ellsbury brings up number 20, Kelsey Plaster, left field. Ball 1, and they're looking Peyton back to, they're looking her back to first base. There's a strike, and Peyton Robinson took off for second, and she is in. It was a pretty high throw down there to second base. So with one out, Peyton Robinson is now on second base with high fly ball into center field, and it drops. And Peyton Robinson hesitated at first, but she was able to get over to third. And in the meantime, Kelsey Flaster is on with a double. Brings up number 16, Mackenzie Gladney, the catcher. Mackenzie's batting .250 so far this year. Call strike on Mackenzie. One out, runners on second and third. Ball hit foul down the left side. No balls, 2 strikes. High foul ball back behind me. I lost it in the sun. I wasn't sure if it was coming down on my head or not. Remains 0-2 with one out. 2 runners on. They're on second and third. It's Peyton Robinson and Kelsey Flaster. And wild pitch, and Peyton Robinson is in for a run. So, 1-0 Ellsbury here in the bottom of the second inning. And Kelsey Flaster went to third on that, and there's a base hit into left field. And Kelsey Flaster is home, and Mackenzie Gladney is on first base with one out. And courtesy runner for Mackenzie Gladney. It's going to be number 17, Neosha Henderson. And that brings up Tiny Henderson to bat. There's a okay. She was thrown out at first base. Very, very close play down there. I know you can't see it on the camera, and I apologize for that. But she tried running it out. It looked to me like it was tied to the runner, but that is not what they called. So that was a 2-3 put out. Brings up 2 outs with Neosha Henderson on second, and Tyra Henderson coming up to bat with 2 outs. Tyra flied out to center field her first time up. Ball 1 inside. 1 runner on second. Score is 2-0 right now. Ball high. There is ball 3. Henderson down there looking to see if she could run. The ball kind of got away from the catcher a little bit. She was looking to see if she could run and couldn't do it. But meanwhile, it's 3 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Henderson batting and Henderson on second base. High fly ball out into left center. And it is on to Vance Road with a home run. She almost hit a car. 2-run homer for Tyra Henderson. That is her 4th of the season. And that makes the score 4-0.
Now batting for the Indians, number 13, Emma Plaster.
So batting now, Emma Flaster, second base. Ball 1. Bottom of the second inning, 4-0 Ellsbury over Valley Park. Ball high. I don't know what the deal was there, but the umpire called no pitch. Meanwhile, we got a count of 2 balls and no strikes with 2 outs, nobody on. Tyra Henderson cleared the bases with that home run of hers. 3 balls, no strikes. Call strike 1. 3 balls, 1 strike. Emma Flaster was taking all the way there. That ball would have had to have been as big as a beach ball for her to swing at it. And there's ball 4. So with 2 outs, Emma Flaster is on first base. Kylie Kinsler coming up to bat. She had a base hit her first time up. And Valley Park wants to talk about it a little bit. They need to calm their pitcher down just a little bit. But to recap, in this inning, Peyton Robinson scored first on a Kelsey Flaster double. And then Kelsey scored on a Mackenzie Gladney single. And then Neosha Henderson was on base for running for Mackenzie Gladney, and Tyra Henderson came up and smacked a 2-run homer. Now we have Emma Flaster on first with Kylie Kinsler batting. There's a call, strike 1, and throw down to first base goes all the way out into right field, and it keeps going. And I think we're going to see her running. She's coming on home. And Emma Flaster just scored from first base on an overthrow, on an errant throw to first base. That makes the score 5-0. Ball gets through. Hard hit ball on the ground up through left field. Gets through. And Kylie Kinsler is on base. She's on base with a single and 2 outs. Brings up Morgan Jones. And they're going to have a courtesy runner for Kylie Kinsler. Pitchers and catchers, they can have courtesy runners for him. And that's going to bring in, I believe it's Lexi Smith. Lily Smith. I get the name right here. Brings up Lily Smith to run for Kylie Kinsler. And in the meantime, Morgan Jones takes a ball. She hits a High foul ball into the left side, and it goes out of play. So 1 ball, 1 strike with 2 outs. 1 runner on first. Ball gets past the catcher, and Lily Smith is down to second now. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Runner on second for Morgan Jones. There's ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. Once again, coming into this game, Morgan Jones, .333 batter. And there's ball 4. Brings up Bella Mozzie for her second time up this inning. Once again, Valley Park is going out there trying to calm them down just a little bit. The Lady Indians have batted through their entire lineup in this inning, and they have 2 runners on. 5 runs in, 2 runners on, 2 outs, and Bella Mozzie back up to bat again. She grounded out earlier this inning. There's a call, strike 1. There's a foul ball right at the, comes back to the catcher. No balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs, 2 runners on. We got Lily Smith down on second, running for Kylie Kinsler, and Morgan Jones on first. There's the ball hit into left center, gets through the gap, and we're going to have 1 run in. 2 runs in, and Bella Mozzie's on her way to third. Just like that, the score is 7-0 on a triple by Bella Mozzie.
Now batting for the Indians, number 3, Peyton Robinson.
Okay, that's bringing up Peyton Robinson for her second time up this inning. She takes a ball inside. High fly ball out into left center, and it is caught by the left fielder. So that ends the inning. 1 runner left on, but 7 runs home. And at the end of 2.5 innings, no, at the end of 1.5 innings. What do we got here? No, at the end of 2 innings. I'll get it right. At the end of 2 innings, the score is 7-0 Ellsbury over Valley Park. Having trouble seeing my computer here. It's awful bright. So we're going to the top of the 3rd.
People's Bank and Trust knows that every minute of your day counts, so it's good to have a few time savers on your side. Take internet banking, for example. It allows you to bank from home rather than having to make an extra trip to the bank just to check your balance, transfer funds, or view recent transactions. You can even pay your bills online, eliminating a trip to the post office for stamps. Best of all, People's Bank and Trust offers all of this free of charge. Visit us online at www.pbtc.net and sign up today. Just another example of hometown banking the way it should be. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
All right. Batting now for the Hawks in the 3rd inning is number 3, Grace Mosley, right field. There's a call, strike 1. Hit the ball right back to Kylie, and nobody can get it. It got past Kylie, and Tyra lunged for it and couldn't get it. So, with nobody out, Grace Mosley, leadoff batter for the inning, is on base. Brings up number 7, Abigail Scott, left field. Call strike. Ball 1, strike 1. Foul ball down the left field side. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out, 1 runner on. Grace Mosley is on first. There's a call, strike 3. Brings up number 8, Anita Krause, top of the lineup. Grace Mosley still down on first. She grounded out to first base her first time up. High fly ball out into center field. And that is gone. 2-run homer for Valley Park. That was dead center field, 206 feet to the fence. Brings up number 2, Josephine Menley, center field, with nobody, or 1 out. Yeah, 1 out. No balls, no strikes so far. And little fly ball right to Peyton Robinson on third base for the 2nd out. Brings up number 5, Michaela Chittacone. Nobody on base, 2 outs. Score is 7-2 in the 3rd inning. Ball outside. Ball 2 outside. Ball hit right over Peyton Robinson's head out into left field. Flaster gets it in, and they hold her to a single. So a 2-out single for Valley Park brings up number 22, Kaylin McLeod, first base. Ball hit to shortstop and 3rd out. 6-3 put out from Tyra Morgan. And so halfway through the 3rd inning, the score is now Ellsbury 7, Valley Park 2. Let's take another break.
Fans, when you attend a high school game, do you stand at attention during the national anthem? Do you cheer a good play by the opposing team? If your team loses, do you take it well in stride? If you have answered yes to any of those questions, you are showing positive examples of sportsmanship. Don't forget that when you attend high school events, young eyes are watching you for examples of acceptable behavior. By making a conscientious effort, you'll be helping our students grow into better citizens. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
All right, we are back for the bottom half of the third inning. Ellsbury's going to be bringing up number 20, Kelsey Flaster. She had an RBI double her first time up in the second inning. And changing a little bit of catcher's gear here. Must have the buckle might have broken or something like that on the first one. But Kelsey Flaster, left field, is up to bat. She's another one of the bats from the left side. So I guess there's three, at least of the varsity team. Three of them bat from the left side. Ball one. Ball hit up the middle, and Kelsey's going to be on first with a single. Brings up number 16, Mackenzie Gladney. She had a single her first time up in the second inning. With nobody out and Kelsey Flaster on first. Ball high. Foul ball back behind us. 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike on Mackenzie Gladney. Foul tip, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Kelsey had taken off for second, but it was a foul ball. She had to come back. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And here's number 2, Tiny Henderson on. She'll be up to bat now. She's a center field. She almost beat out a bunt her first time up in the second inning. There's a call, strike 1. And Kelsey Flaster is on second with a stolen base. One ball, 1 strike on Tiny. Ball outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Call, strike 2. Foul balled right into the Ellsbury dugout. Remains 2-2. And there's a call, strike 3. So second out for the Ellsbury Lady Indians brings up Tiny Henderson. Still have one runner on, Kelsey Plaster. She's on second. Tiny Henderson up. She had a home run her last time up. There's a call, strike. It was a 2-run homer. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike with 2 outs. Kelsey Plaster down on second. Ball 2. Foul tip right over my head. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 1 runner on. Bottom of the 3rd inning. Another foul ball. Remains 2-2. Hard hit ball out into center field, over the head of the center fielder. And Kelsey Plaster is going to score, and Tyra is in with a stand-up double. Call strike on Emma Plaster. She walked her second time up, grounded out to second base her first time up. And she squared the bunt and bunted it foul. So quick 2 strikes on Emma Plaster with 2 outs. Tyra Henderson down on second base. Ball comes skipping in, but the catcher gets back behind it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Time called. Valley Park's second base has to get her shoe tied. We don't need any of these young ladies hurt. Another foul ball. Remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. With 2 outs, Tyra down on second. Ball 3 gets away, and Tyra's down at third base. I said ball 3. It's actually ball 2 on Emma. Call, strike 3, and that is the end of the inning. But another run put on. And at the end of 3 innings, the score is now Ellsbury 8, Valley Park 2. Let's take a break.
Hey, hon, what are you doing up so early?
Oh, I'm just getting ready to take care of some stuff with the bank.
The bank? I surely hope you're going to get dressed first. You'd get some pretty weird luck showing up in your robe and fuzzy slippers.
I'm not going to the bank. I'm doing it all right here from home using People's Bank and Trust online banking and bill pay service. I can check our account balances, transfer money, make a loan payment, and even pay bills, all from the comfort of my pajamas. Best of all, it's free.
Banking in your pajamas. Now, if we could only get the grocery store to deliver.
Start banking online today by visiting us online at www.pbtc.net. People's Bank and Trust. Hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
All right. In the top of the fourth inning. Scoreboard hadn't changed to the fourth inning yet, but it's a fourth inning. So top of the fourth inning. And it's going to bring up number 18, Emily Gary, catcher. First pitch is a ball outside. Foul ball to the left side, out of play. One strike, one ball. Ball hit right to Peyton Robinson, but she jabbed at it but couldn't bring it in. Fair ball, and Emily Gary is on first. Nobody out. Brings up Haley Red, designated player. Nobody out. Runner on first for Valley Park. Ball outside. That ball was hit to Peyton Robinson, fly ball, and she was out. Throw was over to first, but not in time to get her. So with one out, number 17, Charlie Eisenhower is up with Emily Gary still down on first base. And that ball hit out into the right field. I looked up and looked right into the sun. I had no idea where that ball was going. But Abby Jenkins underneath that for the second out. Grace Mosley up to bat now with Emily Gary still on first base. 2 outs. Ball high. Boy, still seeing that sun that I looked right into. Foul tip. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ball hit foul down to third base line. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 outs. 1 runner on first. Hard hit ball out into left field, and it is gone. So another 2-run homer for Valley Park. All 4 of their runs have come on 2-run homers. So with 2 outs, brings up Abigail Scott, nobody on. High fly ball in the infield, and Flaster's there to get it. So one hit in that inning, actually 2 hits in that inning. One of them was a home run. And the halfway through the 4th inning, the score is Ellsbury 8, Valley Park 4. Let's take a break.
The score of any athletic event is generally forgotten over time, but the actions of players, coaches, and spectators leave lasting impressions. The next time you attend a high school game, think of how history will remember you. Choose good sportsmanship and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. Remember, the lessons you teach today will help develop better citizens in our communities for tomorrow. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
You're listening to the Indian Sports Network, courtesy of the Ellsbury Democrat. Log on to www.ellsburydemocrat.com today.
All right, here we go into the bottom of the 4th inning. Ellsbury's half of the 4th inning, and leading off is going to be Kylie Kinsler. And so far tonight, she's had 2 singles. Score is 8-4, Ellsbury over Valley Park. Bottom of the 4th inning. Call strike on Kylie. These Valley Park girls, they have a good team. They're not going to go away easy. Swing and a miss, strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes on Kylie Kinsler, leading off for Ellsbury in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 3 straight pitches, 1 out. Brings up Morgan Jones. She flied out to left field her first time up and drew a walk her second time up. Hard hit ball into left center, and she is on with a single. 1 out single for Morgan Jones. Brings up Bella Mozzie. She had a triple her last time up. One out here in the bottom of the 4th. Hard hit ball out into left field, and left fielder is there and has it. 2 outs. Peyton Robinson up to bat next with 2 outs and Morgan Jones on first. She drew a walk her first time up. There's a call strike. And Morgan Jones is down to second with the stolen base. The ball went on into center field, but it was snatched up immediately by their center fielder. So with 2 outs, 1 ball and 1 strike on Peyton Robinson, and Morgan Jones is in scoring position. High fly ball into left field. She is under it and has it for the 3rd out. So no runs, 1 hit, and at the end of 4 innings, the score is Ellsbury 8, Valley Park 4.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
Okay, top of the 5th inning. And batting up, coming up to bat now for Valley Park is number 8, Anita Kraus, their pitcher. She had a 2-run home run her last time up. Ball hit out into left center, and it's to the fence. Tiny gets it thrown in, and Anita Kraus is on with a double. No outs, leadoff double in the 5th inning. Like I said, they can't take these girls lightly. They didn't get into this championship game by being a bad team. So with nobody out, brings up Josephine Minley. She squared up the bunt and bunted it foul, strike 1. Ball going to be foul. Peyton Robinson couldn't get back there. She's playing in, and it was over her head. So no balls, 2 strikes on Josephine Minley. Nobody out, and Anita Kraus down on second base after a double. Right back to Kylie. She was indecisive on where to throw it, and she didn't get either one of them out. So with nobody out, Valley Park has runners at the corners. Little defensive miscue there. Those can be costly. Brings up Michaela Chittacone. She's had 2 singles in this game. Again, runners at the corners, nobody out. And okay, that ball was hit to third base. They threw to first, got the runner at first. Third base came home, and she slid under the tag. Makes it score 8-5, Valley Park, with 1 out. All right, so the score is 8-5. Now, the way that ended up, let's see. She beat out the throw to first base. I'm sorry, she was out. I got to score this right. Strike 1 on Kaylin McLeod. Ball 1. All right, everybody's safe. They thought they had the lead runner, but she was able to get in under the tag. So Ellsbury's having some little defensive problems here, and those can be very, very costly. Here we are in the top of the 5th inning. Score is 8-5, Ellsbury over Valley Park. And Valley Park has runners at the corners and 1 out. Going to bring up number 18, Emily Gary. All right, Emily Gary up to bat. And a lot of talking going on out here. All right, Emily Gary singled her last time up. Ball 1. Valley Park chipping away at that lead. They're back to within 3. Ball 2. Foul ball down the third base line. Strike 1. Two balls, 1 strike on Emily Gary, the catcher. Three and 1. Ball 4. Now Valley Park has the bases loaded. Haley Red coming up to bat. 1 out, bases loaded. And I think this is going to be it for Kylie Kinsler. There's going to be Addison Steele coming in to pitch. See how they change all this around. Addie's going to be taking her warm-up pitches. And I got a feeling they're going to be putting, I think it's going to be, Kylie Kinsler's going to move over to third base. And probably Peyton Robinson's going to go out into the right field. Abby Jenkins will be coming in. But right now we have Haley Red up to bat. She's the designated player. 1 out. Bases are loaded. First pitch is a call strike. Top of the 5th inning has been a big inning for Valley Park here. They're still threatening. Ball 1. High fly ball to third base. And Kylie has it for the second out. Runners cannot advance. Brings up number 17, Charlie Eisenhower. Ball gets away, and a runner's coming in. So another run scores for Valley Park here in the 5th inning. And the score is now 8-6. Another ball, 2 balls, no strikes. Runners on second and third. There's a call, strike 1. High foul ball. Kiley's under it and has it for the 3rd out. 2 runners left on. But the score is now halfway through the 5th inning. The score is now Ellsbury 8, Valley Park 6.
People's Bank and Trust invites everyone to come to the game, the high school sports games that are going on right now. All area teams have put a great amount of effort and time in to perfect their skills, and they are ready to play. Support the community schools and students by cheering them on to a great season of games. People's Bank and Trust proudly supports the area teams and looks forward to seeing you at each and every game.
All right, here we go into the bottom of the 5th inning. Score is 8-6, Ellsbury over Valley Park. Ellsbury had a very comfortable lead, and they've let that slip away. It's only a 2-run difference now. Valley Park's bats have come alive, and Ellsbury's made some defensive miscues. And that combination can be deadly. So coming up to lead off for Ellsbury in the 5th inning is number 20, Kelsey Plaster, left field. She's batting .229 so far this season, up until this game. And okay, it looks like Valley Park's put another pitcher in. No, I'm sorry. Nope, same pitcher. I was misreading here. So, Kelsey Plaster, she had an RBI double her first time up and then a single. Ball 1. Call strike 1. 1-1. Ball hit right to first base. So 1 out. Brings up number 16, Mackenzie Gladney. Ball hit to shortstop. Picked it up and throw over to first, and she is out. So quick 2 outs, and okay, they've changed their lineup. Mackenzie Gladney up to bat now. I've messed up my scorecard here somewhere along the line. Anyway. Ball inside. Two balls and one strike on Mackenzie Gladney. Foul ball down to third base line. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two and two. Ball gets away. 3 and 2. Hard hit ball out into left center, and it hits the fence. And she is held to a single. So Mackenzie Gladney, she is on first with a single. Brings up Tiny Henderson. With 2 outs. Mackenzie Gladney on. And we have a courtesy runner. Neosha Henderson is coming out. Call strike on Tiny. And Neosha Henderson is thrown out at second base for the second out. So 2 outs, nobody on now. Tiny Henderson still up to bat. 1 ball, 1 strike on Tiny. Ball high. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Oh, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ball gets past the catcher. 3 and 2 on Tiny. I think half of us were thinking that was a 3rd strike on Tiny. Foul ball. Remains 3 and 2. Ball 4. All right, Tiny Henderson draws a walk. So with 2 outs, 1 runner on, brings up Tyra Henderson. She's got a double and a 2-run homer, an RBI double and a 2-run homer tonight. Call strike 1. Ball hit down to third base line, fair. Tiny Henderson into third. And Tyra into second. So with 2 outs, the Henderson sisters, 2 of the Henderson sisters are on base. Tiny on third and Tyra on second, and Emma Flaster up to bat. She struck out looking her last time up. There's a bunt over to third base, and she is thrown out. So 2 runners left on. And at the end of 5 innings, the score is 8-6, Ellsbury over Valley Park.
Whether it's balls and strikes, fouls, or flags, your referees and game officials are a vital part of high school athletics. If you've ever tried your hand at officiating, you know how hard these men and women work, and you certainly know that they would never miss a call intentionally. Keep these things in mind as you attend sporting events. After all, respecting officials and authority figures is one of the most valuable lessons that we could teach our students. This message has been brought to you by your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association.
All right, back for the top of the 6th inning. Number 3, Grace Mosley, the right fielder, is going to be leading off for the Valley Park Hawks. Addison Steele still in pitching. Took a couple of innings for Valley Park to find their bats, but the last couple of innings they have found them. Like I said, a couple of defensive miscues by Ellsbury. And Valley Park has found their bats, and they've put 6 runs on. Swing and a miss, strike 1 on Mosley. Strike 2 called. No balls, 2 strikes. Ball 1. Ball 2. 2-2 on the leadoff batter. Foul tip, remains 2-2. Another foul tip, still 2-2. Top of the 6th inning. Scores Ellsbury 8, Valley Park 6. Ball 3. Full count on leadoff batter. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Leadoff strikeout for Valley Park. Brings up Abigail Scott, left field, with 1 out. Abigail Scott bats from the left side. High fly ball out into shortstop, and Tyra was there to get it. She had to run pretty good, but she was able to get it. So with 2 outs, we have Anita Krause up. She's one of them with the 2-run homer tonight, and she's got 2 doubles on top of that. She's been an effective hitter tonight. Ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 6th inning. High fly ball out into left field. And Flaster's there to get it for the 3rd out. the end of 6.5 innings. I'm sorry, 5.5 innings. The score is still Ellsbury 8, Valley Park 6.
You know, the people pulling the strings are usually hard to reach in today's mega bank world, but here at People's Bank and Trust, you deal with the decision maker at our community bank, which is what good banking relationships are all about. We all live and work right here. With us, you pull the strings. We're People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Ellsbury, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
At Ellsbury Pharmacy and Medicine Shop in Troy, we know what a pharmacy is meant to be. We take the time to know you and your healthcare needs. Most prescriptions are filled in 15 minutes or less, and we offer free local delivery and a friendly and knowledgeable staff to answer your questions. Better service, better value, better healthcare. Locally owned and operated and proud to be your local independent pharmacies in Ellsbury and Troy. Visit us online at medicineshoprx.com.
All right, leading off in the 6th inning, in the Ellsbury half of the 6th inning, leading off is Kylie Kinsler. She started off pitching, now she's on third base. She took a half swing and fouled it off. Ellsbury would do good to pad their score just a little bit. Valley Park's too dangerous of a team. Hard hit ball out into left center, and it's off the fence and gets away, and Kylie is going to be, she is into second base with a leadoff double. Number 19, Morgan Jones is up. She's had a walk and a single tonight. Nobody out, and Kinsler down on second. Call strike on Morgan Jones. Fair ball down to third base line. Kinsler's coming home. Ball gets away out in left field, and now Morgan Jones is on second. So they traded places, still nobody out. Brings up Bella Mozzie. Score is now 9-6. Ball hit to third base. Throw over to first. She's out, but Morgan Jones advances to third. So sacrifice ground out by Bella Mozzie. Peyton Robinson up to bat now. Ball hit foul down to third base line. One strike. Ball one. Ball two. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Morgan Jones on third base. Ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. Ball 4 on Peyton Robinson. So now Kelsey Flaster up to bat. She's had an RBI double and a single. And runners at the corners for Ellsbury. 1 out. Ball high. And Morgan Jones on third. There's a bunt. And, okay, Kelsey Plaster was called out as the batter. She bunted the ball, but umpire said she stepped out in front of the plate to hit the ball, so she is automatically out. Runners all go back, and that's 2 outs. So Mackenzie Gladney up to bat now. She has a single her first time up. Ball 1 on her. And she foul ball, popped foul to the catcher, and she caught it. So that's 3rd out for Ellsbury. So going into the 7th inning, score is now 9-6. Ellsbury did get 1 run on, get 1 run across. So we are going into the top of the 7th. And leading off for the Hawks is going to be Josephine Menley, center field. This is 7th inning. This is last chance for Valley Park here. They need to get 3 runs to tie the game. So Addison Steele still in pitching. And Josephine Menley coming up to bat. Again, their center fielder. So Ellsbury needs to hold. And again, this Valley Park team is dangerous. They are quite capable. Hard hit ball out into right center. And Peyton Robinson is there to catch it. 1 out. Brings up Michaela Chittacone. With 1 out. She's had 2 hits tonight. Ball 1. Call strike 1. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes, nobody on, 1 out. Top of the 7th inning. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Kaylin McLeod up to bat. 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. Score is 9-6. Kaylin McLeod singled her last time up. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Foul tip, strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, top of the 7th. Score is 9-7, or I'm sorry, 9-6. Ellsbury over Valley Park. Ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hard hit ball out into left center, and it drops in, and Kayla McLeod is on base. Brings up number 18, Emily Gary. She walked her last time up and had a base hit in the 4th inning. So with 2 outs, Valley Park has a base runner. Another base hit out into right center. So just like that, Haley Red is at bat, and she represents the tying run. She so far has not reached base tonight. So they're out talking to Addison Steele, try to calm her down a little bit. Valley Park has runners at first and second with 2 outs here in the 7th. Once again, this Valley Park team is a dangerous team. You can't give them anything because they'll take that and more. Okay. Haley Red comes into the batter's box. She bats from the right side. Addison Steele is getting ready to face her. Ball gets away, and the runners advance to second and third. So, ball 1. Runners now at second and third. Nothing like making this exciting. Ball 2. Hard hit ball out into left center. And it drops in. 2-run score. So with 2 outs, the score is now 9-8. So 9-8 is the score here in the top of the 7th inning. And Valley Park still has a runner on first. She is the tying run at first base. Brings up number 17, Charlie Eisenhower. No, I'm sorry, they have another batter for her. It's number 11. Let's see who that is. That is Maggie Menley. Call strike 1. Once again, 2 outs, no balls, 1 strike. Runner on first. The go-ahead run is at the plate. Foul ball back down on the left side. No balls, 2 strikes. No balls, 2 strikes on Menley. She represents the go-ahead run. Strike 3, and the game is over. And just like that, take a look at your district champions, Ellsbury Lady Indians. Congratulations to the Ellsbury Lady Indians for their district championship of the year 2019. So, and also hats off to the Valley Park Hawks. They played one heck of a game. They started off a little slow and then finally found their bats later on in the game, and they were a force to be reckoned with. They have nothing to be ashamed of. They are a very good team. It just this time by a score of 9-8, the Ellsbury Lady Indians have taken the district championship, and now they will be playing Wednesday. I'm not sure what time, and I'm not sure where, and I don't know who they're playing, but they'll be going to the sectional game Wednesday. So, once again, excuse me, congratulations to the Ellsbury Lady Indians, and you know what? There's just no way that I could pick a star of this game. Everybody had something to do with it. I'd love to get all of them over here. They're not paying any attention to me. They're out on the field right now, and they're not paying a bit of attention to me. But wherever and whenever and whoever they're going to be playing on Wednesday, I will be there, and maybe I'll have a chance to talk to somebody before the game once again. So, again, district champions, Ellsbury Lady Indians. And really don't know what else to say, but I mean, there's a happy group of girls out there in front of me. And let's see if I can move this camera around a little bit. There they are out there. And I would love to get them down here. I guess after the there's going to be a presentation here.
Have your attention, please. Congratulate. Let's get a big hand for both teams on a great game being played. At this time, can I have the seniors and the coaches from Ellsbury High School?
He just asked for the seniors from the team. There are no seniors, so send the captains out there. And so we have Kylie and Tiny and Emma and Tyra. And they are a little bit happy. And I don't blame them. They've worked hard. Like I said, their record, they are now 11-7. And I still believe that their skill level is above an 11-7 team. They're going away from me here, so I was hoping that I could get them up here to the fence to say something. But they're going away from me here. Maybe if I can get their attention. I don't know if I'm going to be able to or not. Everybody's walking down there. But again, district champions, Ellsbury Lady Indians. Hard-fought game against the Valley Park Hawks. And again, they have nothing to be ashamed of. They put up one heck of a fight. And they were down in it until the very last strike. They had the go-ahead run at home plate. So at no point in the time were they out of this game at all. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end this broadcast, I guess, if I can't get them down here. And, wow, looking at the time, I'm going to be about 9 hours getting home tonight. There's going to be all kinds of traffic. I think I'll just find a place here close to eat. I'll just eat at a restaurant instead of sitting in traffic. But as you can see, they're all down there in left and center field getting their pictures taken and being congratulated by all their parents and family. So anyway, I'll go ahead and end this broadcast. And wherever we broadcast from and whatever time Wednesday, I will be there. And until then, this is Kenny Masterson saying good evening from Valley Park High School, where your hometown Ellsbury Lady Indians have taken the district championship and will now play in the state sectional games. Good night, everybody. Hold it. Hang on. Nope, they're walking out there. So, yep, good night, everybody.